All right, looks like we are now live on YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining us on a special Friday night, and we're going to go ahead and get this train rolling. All right, looks like we are now live on... Where's my mouse? There we go. Oops.
Ooh, and welcome to Our Reviews Will Kill You live edition here on a Friday night. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. I am the man they know as Z, and I am joined as always by my nefarious yet kind and gentle apologetic soul, Scott Keebler.
Yes, I have to apologize for my apologies, which were much too apologetic within the apologetic direction.
Are we?
Look, I'm over here. There I am. Hi, this is me apologizing over here.
You want to
so
apologize
late
again?
on the camera. So I'm going to apologize again.
You don't have to apologize.
Now I'm going to apologize for that late camera switch because, you know, I have to apologize for apologizing in the apology. So from me to you, I'm sorry.
We'll stop screwing around. We also have the negligent, neurotic, and full of neuroses, Noob.
I had too much pizza.
Just full of pizza.
So much pizza. A lot of meat. A lot of fruit.
A lot of fruit.
A lot of explosion, yeah.
Oh boy.
Went to Flavor Town in my mouth.
So I guess what we should do is, we don't normally do these. We're just starting to get this live thing down, and I think we've got a lot of the bugs worked out.
Yeah, we did have some technical issues with some older devices. I do believe that seems to be fixed at this point. So, you know, technology is a fun thing. It is the devil.
What's the devil?
The technology. Technology is the devil. But I mean, before we get too far into this, I do want to pull away that today's a very special day. It is VD Day. Yes. Valentine's Day.
Village Degenerate Day.
Hold your lover close and be with that someone special. And I mean, I don't mind being here tonight. It's okay. You know, my doll, she's working tonight, so, you know, we weren't going to be doing anything anyway. It's a made-up holiday. And we do all know that Z, of course, is studying the ways of the Indonesian monks. So he has taken a vow of celibacy.
I'm in fact broadcasting live from Indonesia.
In his studies and whatever they do, monks do. Kung Fu, I guess. I don't know.
Mentally wise.
But with that in mind, Noob, what's your excuse?
Crippling depression and loneliness. Diabetes. Anal fissures. I don't know.
So sad.
Yeah. Words.
It's a shame.
Words.
It's a shame.
Mouth movements.
I think we may have to try to do like find Noob, you know, a date sometime.
Because if we don't, there's
like
a potential that he'll become a rapist.
I know. That is a possibility.
Perhaps even a mouth rapist.
Am I going to get mouth raped?
By who? Who would mouth rape
I don't
you?
know. Scott is looking aggressive. The way his hair is flowing.
It is.
Sweat
Isn't
dribbling
it
down
just
his chin.
super sweat?
You're looking a little shiny.
Beard growing thicker.
I'm shiny as
second
hell. I
by
can't
second.
help that. I know, the beard's better than yours.
At least
I feel like at any moment he could hold me down and titty fuck me.
I could. Anytime I wanted.
But not like in the traditional sense, where he would just take his tits, form a tit dick, and then fuck me with his tits.
Jesus.
That's a
I thought
little
this
much.
show was E for everyone.
Little much. No, it's definitely not E for everybody.
It just went extremely explicit.
It's
I don't
E for-
understand.
It's E for ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
Yes.
Live X.
Live ecstasy.
So I guess
my
we
God.
figured, what would we talk about
That was
today if we were
interesting
talking?
Ding there.
Oscars?
The thing that no one else watched.
No,
we're
yeah.
supposed to
So
talk
we're gonna
about?
talk about something that no one
Nobody
watched.
the
Did you
Oscars.
wait? Did you watch it, Noob?
No, I didn't watch it.
I did not watch it. Did you watch it, Scott?
I didn't watch it.
I did not watch it either, but let's talk about it.
But we can talk about it. I mean,
We'll
there's
just
nothing
give-
stopping us from doing that.
I mean,
just give
clearly
people some taste.
nobody watched it because it's the lowest Oscars ever. Literally, hold on, let's see. It's 23.6 million
It
viewers,
seems like a lot of people,
but that's a 20% 6 million viewer drop off from last year. So that's
well, there
a
was
lot.
no host.
No, well, there wasn't a host.
No, there's no host.
Oh, that's right. Was this the Kevin Hart one?
No, this wasn't the Kevin Hart. This was there were actually two hosts with this. It was Chris Rock, was it?
No.
No,
What?
it was
All right, let me just-
a comedian and
I
another
guess I'll
guy
Google it.
came out early on.
What do you mean? You're going to look up host? There was no host.
Officially going host free, but that had
There was officially no host, but the two guys did come out to introduce and start the show and everything else.
What do you mean?
There was a monologue in the beginning.
Who
is what it was.
I don't even
that's,
care.
That's what I'm talking about. There was a monologue.
There was nobody as good as Ricky Gervais. That's the point, right?
Ricky Gervais's opening monologue of the Golden Globes was brilliant.
A home run.
Yeah. Tom Hanks did not like it by the meme, but
By the mid, you're just going strictly by meme.
well, no, I mean I watched it live and his face was like, "Oh fuck, he's saying this shit." And then Adam Driver's like, "Yes, say more, please." Cuz he's from the military, so he's fucked up.
What? How many people has Adam Driver killed?
He was a Marine, right?
Yeah.
He was a rinky-dink looking Marine.
That doesn't mean anything. They're still killers.
Probably. I wonder
Absolutely.
if he was killing buttholes in the Marines.
It was. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll change our screens here.
Killing
And I'll
buttholes.
show
Why is that
you
trees?
what
Oh my God, that's
I
a-
was
yeah.
talking about there. That's let's use this screen here instead. I like that one.
Uh-huh.
That is who did our opening monologue.
Steve Martin.
Oh,
So much talking, so much going on here.
What are you doing? Fat
don't know.
fingering everything?
that was not supposed to happen.
That was Scott full of fat fingers.
I guess
So what are you doing?
that's. I don't know if that's gonna work now.
Scott lost his train of thought. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Some fascinating winners, though. Who won? Parasite won Best Overall Picture.
Nobody. Yeah, everyone thought 1917 was going to win.
The movie that nobody saw, which I want to see because I like Bong Joon-ho. He's directed some really good stuff. So it's cool to see a foreign
He's also
movie
got a
win, too.
fun name, Bong Joon-ho.
Smoking that Bong Joon-ho.
I mean, yeah, that was really the only surprise. The rest was like,
Are you surprised that a Netflix movie won an Oscar?
no. I'm surprised that The Irishman was the Netflix movie that did not win an Oscar.
Did you know it got I think it tied for the most snubs ever.
Most nominations without winning anything? Because it was a
Yeah.
boring fucking movie.
Well, you didn't even finish it.
I didn't. I couldn't finish. I finished before I finished that
Wow.
movie.
So Bong Joon-ho, he also did this screenplay for Parasite.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
I guess so. Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't what's Parasite about? It's just about one family being shitty and leeching on to a rich family?
Something like that. Supposedly it's one of those movies that changes genres as it goes through. He also did The Host, which I'm a big fan of. One of my favorite horror monster movies. That was again a South Korean film, but about a monster that comes out of some river and does some interesting things. What else was there? He did Snowpiercer, right?
Yeah, with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
They're turning that into a TV series.
And then he also did Train to Busan.
And
There's another movie. He's supposed to be part of this Criterion thing that they're going to take one of his other older movies and put it in. I don't know what they're talking about. And who else won?
All right, so
Interesting
I
stuff?
now have the audio.
Okay.
We don't have the video, but I now have the audio of the opening monologue from Steve Martin and Chris Rock. At least just a small section of it.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's Brad Pitt. It's like looking in a mirror.
Not funny.
Mahershala Ali's here tonight. Ursula has 2 Oscars. You know what that means when the cops pull him over? Nothing.
That's a little funny.
That's kind of funny.
Jeff Bezos is here.
Oh boy.
Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
Jeff
great
Bezos is
actor.
bald as hell, by the way. Super bald.
Hey,
Bald
he's got
as hell.
cash. When he writes a check, the bank bounce.
Okay, I'll let
Jeff
you that.
Bezos is so rich, he got divorced, and he's still the richest man in the world.
Is that true?
I think it is.
Yeah, actually, I think that is
He saw
fact.
Marriage Story and thought it was a comedy.
Okay, he's funny.
Steve, do you have anything you want to add about Mr. Bezos?
No, I like getting my packages on time.
Okay, fine. They're kind of funny.
They're kinda
I,
funny.
He is here somewhere. Where
I
is he?
cheated. They are.
Scorsese.
Yes. Boy, he's Scorsese. Marty, I got to tell you, I love the first season of The Irishman.
You almost did a spit take over there, Z.
No, it's pretty funny
Oh,
because
The
it's so long.
Irishman. That's that new Ray Romano movie. Such a
I mean,
great
it's still not as good as Gervais's.
Steve, did you see The Joker?
I can't wait to see it. It sounds so funny.
No. Okay,
I'm
Steve
laughing
Martin.
already. Joker.
Okay, why are we still listening to this? I don't need
Because,
to listen to
I mean, yeah, sure.
It's not Ricky Gervais.
Steve Martin was definitely not the best at that.
No, he's also very, very old.
I mean, he still has his facilities, his faculties, if it
Faculties. Did Joaquin Phoenix, again, I don't even know why I care about this, but like Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for Joker.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave some weird fucking speech.
Well, do you want to hear it?
Sure.
The weird part of it
Let's get weird.
talks
Real
about like
We're gonna get weird.
milking the earth or some shit.
By the way, we are live on YouTube, but we're not live on Instagram because Noob Noob doesn't feel like doing it.
No, he does not.
Oh, did you want me to do that?
Sure, because you're
I
not
mean, you
doing
could have
anything
gone
else.
live on Instagram to, like, let people know that we're out and about. But
They could be
whatever.
listening to the Oscars.
God, I'm full of so much gratitude right now.
Oh, Jesus.
And I do not feel elevated above any of my fellow nominees or anyone in this room because we share the same love, the love of film. And this form of expression has given me the most extraordinary life. I don't know what I'd be without it. But I think the greatest gift that it's given me, and many of us in this room, is the opportunity to use our voice for the voiceless.
Uh-huh.
I've been thinking a lot about some of the distressing issues that we are facing collectively. And I think at times we feel, or we're made to feel, that we champion different causes. But for me,
Okay, check,
I see
please.
commonality.
Check, please.
I think
he goes
whether we're
into.
talking about gender inequality,
Oh, there we
or
go.
racism, or queer
It does get
rights,
kind of weird.
or indigenous rights, or
There we
animal
go.
rights. We're talking about the fight against
Animal rights.
injustice. We're talking about the fight against the belief that one nation, one people, one race, one gender, or one species has the right to dominate,
One gender?
control, and
Is he
use and
coming
exploit
out-
another with impunity.
As monogendered.
No, he's just saying that,
I
he's trying
get
to say
where he
equality
comes
across
from.
everything. But
Yeah,
it
he loves
gets
everybody.
weirder as he's crying.
I think that we've become very disconnected from the natural world.
There we go.
And many of us, what we're guilty of is an egocentric worldview, the belief that we're the center of the universe. We go into the natural
Only
world
some of us think that.
and we plunder it for
I'm
its
not.
resources.
Oh, plunder that.
We feel entitled
Plunder that
to
booty.
artificially inseminate a cow. And when she gives birth, we steal her baby,
Fucking take it.
even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable.
Oh, yeah, it is.
When are we're
And then
taking
we
cows'
take her
babies?
milk that's intended for a calf, and we
take
put it
that
in our
milk.
coffee
So much
and our
calcium.
cereal.
We put cows in our coffee and cereal?
No, and then we take her milk that was
Oh.
intended for that calf, and then we put it in our coffee and in our cereal.
I
just
thought we put the calf in
my
our
cereal.
hamburgers.
I mean, no, I put the calf in my hamburgers.
I put the
but
hamburger in my cereal.
I take that cow.
you shoot it.
And then I cook it. Well, then we cook it.
That's not a
Well
good way
done.
to cook it.
It's
well
not.
Done.
It's not.
Now
It's,
well
it's
done.
flash. It's flash cooking.
Yeah.
And then wait, it still has to come back down. And then I put it in my burger and I eat
You
it.
blew it up.
He's going on about,
Okay.
we steal their milk to put in our dairy, but these animals were made to supply.
Whoa! They weren't made to supply.
Was a cow, like, have you ever seen a free roaming cow?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they exist.
They're in the area we live. What the fuck are you
They're
talking
also
about?
in Australia. Have you Google? Do us a favor.
There's no such thing
Look
as a
up
free
wild
roaming
cows.
cow. I can't because if I do that,
type
I
in
get a
wild
slow
moo-moos.
stream to our viewers.
I'm gonna Google wild moo-moos.
You Google wild moo-moos.
Noob Noob's gonna wild some noob moo-moos.
If it's
Hey,
porn, I'm
moo-moo.
gonna watch it.
Is Moo Moo watching?
What we can ask. Wild moo-moos.
Wild. Don't look up wild Moo Moo.
Moo Moo signature shimmer paradise. What is
What
this?
are you doing?
Ooh, gorgeous Moo Moo signatures.
Distracted as usual.
What is this? Oh, let's
you're the
investigate.
worst.
Oh, it's Facebook. Wait, what?
You know what
the
a
fuck?
Moo Moo is, right? A Moo Moo is one of those big
Moo
giant.
Moo signatures. This is adorable.
You are.
Oh,
Get out.
I'm loving this.
So stupid.
Let's continue this search.
Go back to Oscar winners, you idiot.
Okay, I guess so.
You got sidetracked.
Brad Pitt won for Best Supporting Actor.
So, okay, at least we saw one of these movies. We saw Joker, and we reviewed it. Did anybody see Once Upon a...
I did. It's nah, it didn't suck. It was just like
Did Brad
okay.
Pitt deserve the win?
I really don't remember it that much.
Oh, it just was not that memorable.
It was alright.
It was I.
Like the last 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, that's neat. Then like the first 4 hours, I'm like, oh, okay.
Do you think it's fair that Parasite won Best Picture and then won Best Foreign Language Film too?
Yeah, why not? What? Okay, what's the difference?
I just think that's weird that they won both.
Well,
You know what else we review? Hey, you know how OscarBot used to rip us because we never actually watched any of the movies that won Oscars? We never reviewed any of them.
Yeah.
Guess who reviewed Best Documentary? This guy.
What was the documentary? Oh.
American Factory. Remember the
Oh.
Obama flick?
Oh yeah.
This guy.
Nobody
I did
cares,
it.
though.
I did it. I watched it. Did you watch? Did you watch
don't,
Toy Story
Don't hurt
4?
yourself, patting
I
yourself
did-
on the
oh, yeah,
back
yeah.
there.
I saw Toy Story 4. That was a pretty good movie.
Did it deserve an Oscar?
Probably. Well, I don't know. I mean, yes. I don't know who the nominees were, to be honest.
Yeah, me either. They all deserve to win.
Can I hit this and it'll tell me the nominees?
What's
No.
the go to? No, don't do that. You ruined everything now.
I'm so lonely.
Yeah.
But the other, the best supporting actress was Laura Dern for Marriage Story,
Yeah,
which was a Netflix
Laura-
film. Did anyone watch that?
No.
No.
Why would I care
Didn't
about
watch
a
that.
marriage story?
Because
Something I'm never gonna have.
Didn't
Adam Driver's in it, and you love him.
Didn't we talk about this before? Where like the Oscars, we're more in tune with like Kids' Choice Awards than we are with Oscars.
Yeah, but this year we actually watched some of these things. I will watch Parasite. I can't wait to watch it. What about Taika Waititi winning Best Adapted Screenplay for Jojo Rabbit? He's the first indigenous person to ever win an Oscar. Did you know that? Did you know?
Did you
Facts.
know? Facts.
Wait,
for you to
indigenous.
know.
What are you talking about? Indigenous.
Fact checker over there.
He is part. I think he's part either Maori or he's part Aborigine. I forget which.
I don't know what. Are you making up words?
No, white man.
Aborigine? I'm not white. I'm Italian.
We James Corden, and Rebel Wilson.
So you just cut me off and go to the next segment?
Yeah. Oh, they dress
cares?
like fat pussies.
yes.
They did dress like
yeah,
fat
they
pussies.
are fat pussies. Do we have a picture of how fat they are?
I'm pulling that up now.
God, we should fat shame them hard.
And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and
I thought you
play.
said you could do that.
Rebel Wilson should rebel against food.
I mean, that is one thing she
that's-
could do.
That's just mean.
Nah, factually accurate, more like it. Yeah.
But while we're going to go ahead and hit play here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
they are
like-
fat pussies. Look at those pussies.
Yeah, why are they just fucking standing there?
Because they're embarrassed. Well, first of all, that's a picture.
That's just an
Noob
image
noob.
on the
Oh! Is it really?
screen. Yeah.
You are so stupid.
Wow.
That
he's an
is.
idiot.
Cast members of the motion picture Cats.
She even sounds fat.
Nobody more than us understands the importance of good visual effects.
Oh, I forgot. This caused a controversy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you pull that up there, Noob Noob, since you're not doing anything?
Here are the nominees for achievement in
What?
visual effects.
This caused a controversy, by the way. them dressed up as cats and blaming the special effects. The special effects guild or whatever they are came out and said, "Kiss my ass, James Fat Corden and Rebel Wilson."
They did do something funny where, like, after they introduced all of the nominees, they came,
Just
like, the mic was moving up and down. They
cat
started
Oscar
swatting
backlash.
at it like they were cats.
Because they're dumb.
Yeah.
They
it
were
was
because they were mocking the visual
rather
effects.
Foolish.
The
Cats
Visual
presenters
Effects
draw
Society.
VFX Society anger. All right, let's see.
because
here.
they were trying to blame the visual effects studio when it wasn't really their fault because they literally were finishing the visual effects the day the movie released, and then they re-released the movie with more finished visual effects. So they just didn't give them time. And basically the visual effects team was like, well, here's their quote: "The best visual effects in the world will not compensate for a story told badly."
I mean,
they were just saying cats sucked anyway.
Yeah,
they do
Cats
have a
was
point
horrible.
there.
They do have a point. I just think people saw they saw the story that they were like, this is too bonkers for any normal human being. How do they spend $100 million on that movie? How does that even make sense?
They
don't
thought
know.
it was gonna be huge, so they went ahead and threw a ton of money at it, and they turned out to be wrong.
Really bad decisions.
Just like your everyday life.
Just
Bad
a random
decisions.
side note: Sonic the Hedgehog is eyeing a $55 million 4-day opening weekend.
So it's going to
that's more than
demolish.
Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we do have to mention this. We do have a review of Birds of Prey that'll come up this weekend. And by the way, it's not called Birds of Prey anymore.
It's called Harley Quinn and Friends.
Harley Quinn : Friends or Harley Quinn :
Harley
Birds of Prey?
Harley Quinn's colon.
Harley Quinn and bitches.
Harley Quinn and some bitches that no one's ever heard
Plus
of.
one hyena. Maybe.
And one hyena. Named Mandy?
No, I said maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, what the hell? Oh, his name Bruce. After
Yeah,
Bruce
remember
Wayne.
Bruce.
Pretty sure
So
she
we
sucked
just
Bruce's dick.
we won't have time to correct that in our future review of the movie.
Yes. Because it came in the past, but it's coming out in the future. Because we're in the
Time.
present.
Time.
This is a Tenet episode.
Time and technology and apparently audio are fickle creatures, confusing at best, and therefore can cause issues when it comes to.
But we think we got these straightened out, and we may just start doing more Friday nights for you folks out there.
I have a
Well,
life.
maybe
Well, I
Noob will
mean-
stay at home and masturbate. But
I mean,
oof.
what we could do, we could talk about like the sexiest, outfits at the after party.
oh, really? You
that,
have some of those?
I think that might entice some of our
Maybe
God.
that should be our
viewers in,
screen
like,
cap.
Whoa.
Emily Ratajkowski in a two-piece by Emerald.
What is she
She
wearing?
is clearly a hooker.
What is going on with her stomach? Can you zoom in on that?
I can.
Can you just zoom in on that stomach? What is up with her
Oh
tummy?
my God. Is that giving a
Blow
bullseye?
up that tummy.
We're going to.
I can't
I'm
see
going to do
that.
some live moving around of things here, and then
I am not. That is not attractive. Is there something wrong with me? Does that look like she has like an alien bursting out of her mid?
It's
section?
like it's not a 6-pack. It's like round.
It looks like a 2-pack.
2-pack with like these round things and a crease. Like her cleavage starts at the top and goes all the way down.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
I
isn't
am
it?
not into that.
Oh my God. I'd pour honey on those
I mean,
abs.
Would you?
I mean,
you
still,
just like the
it
part
wouldn't-
where we cut out her head and she looks like a boy.
definitely wouldn't stop me.
Next.
Next, we'll go to.
Oh, look at you! You've got it all set up.
Suki Waterhouse.
Who
in
is
a
Suki
Dressed
Waterhouse?
by Fendi. No idea.
Suki?
Suki.
I can't see that.
What the fuck?
I must be blind.
There.
What? Who is Suki?
That's Suki Waterhouse.
Sake, you mean? The
No,
Japanese beverage.
Are we
SUKI.
only looking at women?
The
That is
rice
kind of
wine.
sexist, Scott.
Wow.
You're
This
is-
judging
well,
Is it
women.
because you hate them so much?
It all depends on the website that I pulled up.
Keep going. Keep
and what's
going.
going to go next? Because this is going to be a surprise for both of us.
Is it
Oh,
'cause
you're
you
not
need
sure. Jones?
Joan
Who?
Smalls?
Smalls.
Who the fuck are
Does
these
she
In a
look
people?
like
dress.
from
in
here,
a
she
dress
looks like a
by
Klingon.
Chappelle Haute Couture.
She looks like a Klingon from here.
It looks like her dress stops at the bottom of her boobs, and she's got like one of those spiky metal bra things taped to her titties.
Does her forehead and eyebrows make her look like a Klingon?
She's got a huge forehead.
Okay. Or
She does have a few
Romulan.
hard-
Romulan.
she's very Romulan.
Okay.
In this picture.
Keep going.
We'll keep going. Adriana Lima.
Who? Oh, wait. She's like a Victoria's Secret model.
Yes.
right?
In a dress by Ralph.
She
and
looks shiny.
Russo.
Pass. Next.
Moving on.
Why are we just rating women? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Hailey
Hailey
Bieber.
Bieber. Who is she? Oh, wait. She's
Justin
famous
Bieber's
for
wife.
Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right, moving on.
She's got VD.
Didn't
on
we have like
Valentine's
other
Day.
shit to talk about?
Where are the men?
That's great.
Carolina Kurkovia
Don't
in
know
a
who
dress
that is.
by Elro. That's
This
not
is-
really a dress. That's like it's like swimwear under like a sheer cover.
Why do we have a fashion segment, Scott?
I don't know because I just googled sexy
You-
dresses at the 2020 Oscars and this is
You
what
created
came up.
this.
Is that
segment?
really what you Googled?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sexy
Who?
dresses at the 2020 Oscars. Lily Aldridge. I don't
So
know.
you didn't Google like how to?
Sierra. There we go.
That's Russell Wilson's wife.
She's was she like 8 months
Okay,
pregnant?
are
I
we
guess?
doing this for the ladies then? Because
What the ladies that Scott
apparently
hates?
Adriana Lima is amazing.
Okay, Scott will kill women productions.
Scott will kill women productions company. What about sexiest men? No, we can't do something for the ladies.
I mean, Brad Pitt was
Actually,
looking like a snack.
You know what? Real fast before we go over that, we're gonna bring up one of our favorites, ScarJo,
Oh my! That's how is that one of our favorites?
I forgot to say this
because she's
ScarJo
Black Widow.
has a bunch of trashy tattoos.
There's a reason.
Yes, she does. Actually, she
Can
does.
you blow that up?
Her
blow
dress?
up.
This dress is actually showing off said trashy tattoos.
I don't understand. Like I don't like them.
It's like an owl or something on her side. And
Keep
some
blowing
weird
it
thing
up.
on her
Part
arm.
of me
That's
is-
as big as it gets. I'm not going.
Oh,
it's
well,
not going any
whatever.
bigger.
Well, if you're an
Deal with
actress or an actor, why would you have massive tattoos unless you're like The Rock and you're only going to be The Rock in every movie? Like, isn't the point to pretend to be other people? But once you have tattoos, you're like permanently identified as that person.
The Rock was doing all that stuff when he was still just a wrestler.
I think his tattoos are cool, but I'm gonna have trouble believing that he's anyone other than The Rock. Besides the fact that he's an enormous human being. But ScarJo is supposed to be. She's a real actress. She's pretty good, right? But now that I see these goofy tattoos, what do you mean? She
What
was in an
tattoo is
Oscar
like? Name your top 5 worst tattoos, like placements.
places?
Yes.
Underboob, tramp stamp.
So underboob is one. Like that's the number one worst no.
Cross the stomach is one for both guys and girls, except for Tupac.
I found something for the ladies.
Tupac had a.
Boom.
Thug Life, dummy.
There's something for the ladies right there.
I thought Thug Life was on his chest.
No, it was on his abs. What is that?
That is the best boob armor, Billy Porter.
Best boob armor. That is
That's-
nice armor.
That is some weird boob armor.
I will definitely
Not
go
sure
for that.
exactly what's going on there.
I like his dress.
It's fancy.
And his shoes.
And it is nice, isn't it?
Yeah. So there we go. Something for the.
Here's Billie Eilish.
Oh God.
That's an interesting.
There is a
outfit right there.
controversy going on with Billie Eilish.
What's the controversy?
She is actually Carl from Shameless.
What? Get the fuck out of here! Holy what? She's actually who?
Bring up an image of Carl from Shameless, and I swear to Christ, it's Carl transitioned.
Carl from Shameless.
Laura
Yeah.
Dern won for Best Lampshade.
Ah, yes, she looks like a lampshade.
Yes, that's what that is.
See, that's what the trashy underboob tattoo is supposed to look like, right?
Yes, a lampshade.
I mean, if regular people want to get it, that's fine. But did you put in
Janelle
there you go.
Monáe came straight from space.
who?
Janelle
Oh,
Monáe.
she's a singer. Why is she at the Oscars?
She came from space.
No, she looks like Princess Leia.
She visited us from space.
No, she didn't.
Look
She-
at that.
See that? Those are actually
Look
thrusters.
at how similar.
They
Those are
very similar.
thrusters on the bottom there, and that is for her to take off and to escape velocity.
She's going to hit escape velocity and travel outside the
Yes.
outside the Earth. I almost said the U.S. What else? What other surprises do you have for us, Scott?
Yeah, what other weird shit?
We have the girls from Little Women.
What?
What
Dude,
did
what
you
the
watch
fuck?
Little Women?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
You just beat Little
There's
Women.
I mean, only if they ask for it.
oh Christ!
That's why we have.
This is why you're not allowed to drink anymore.
That's
No.
that's why we have safe words.
Oh boy.
What-
Do you know who Sandy Powell
I'm gonna
is?
take a sip
Who?
of your whiskey.
Sandy Powell.
no.
Go ahead and take my whiskey.
Who's
It's gonna
Sandy
be too much
Powell?
for you. I don't know, but that's the suit
Okay.
that Sandy Powell wore.
Well, thank you.
So, do you have any information on the?
That burns my nose.
Do you have any information on Natalie Portman's cape, which was
Oh, there-
all of the female directors that were quote unquote snubbed?
There is
this
actually
year.
another controversy about
and
this.
shade going back and forth between her and someone else.
Why don't you look it up,
Natalie
dummy?
Portman's dress controversy.
Okay.
Dum dum.
She is a bit of a bitch.
I'm trying to remember what the whole story was.
The controversy comes from Rose McGowan, because Rose McGowan's obviously an activist and stopped working as an actress and is strictly an activist.
Also
and
shaved her head.
a little crazy and likes to release porn films. But Rose McGowan said, hey, Natalie Portman, you talk about women directors who've been snubbed, and she's only worked with 2 female directors her entire career. And she owns her own production company where she's produced 9 films, and only 2 of them or 3 of them have had women in it. So basically, McGowan, what did she say exactly? She said...
Is an outrage.
Called Portman a fraud.
Yes. More like an actress acting the part of someone who cares instead of actually being someone who cares. She goes, I find Portman's type of activism deeply offensive to those of us who actually do the work. I'm not writing this out of bitterness. I am writing out of disgust. I just want her and other actresses to walk the walk. Natalie, you worked with 2 female directors in your very long career. One of them was you. You have a production company that has hired exactly 1 female director. You. Woof.
I'm going to. I'm gonna say this in a language. Hopefully, she can hear. So I'm gonna broadcast it.
You mean Natalie Portman?
Nobody cares.
Well, Natalie Portman responded and said, "Yes, I am in fact a hypocrite." I thought that was pretty funny. So guess what? The left eat the left, and they like chomping down hard.
She's going on about Natalie Portman wore a dress that had all the snubbed female directors.
Yeah.
Were there anything that was Oscar worthy this year from female directors?
No.
Well, therein lies, the
I don't
problem.
even know who directed half. Like, okay, I know who directed The Joker. I know who directed 1917.
Not a female.
I know who directed Parasite.
Not a female.
Who directed the Marriage Story movie that won an Oscar? I have no idea. Who directed Renee Zellweger's movie where she won Best Actress in that Judy movie? I have no idea.
Probably a couple of anteaters.
Probably a couple of what?
Anteaters.
Okay.
She looks like an anteater.
Oh, well, are anteaters gendered male or female?
No, they just eat ants.
Okay. Well,
they surpass.
This is just an example of the woke eating the woke, getting so woke. Like, who does that? Besides woke people.
I don't know.
That's what it is. Not everyone's bitching about. Other people were saying that, bless her for wearing that cape that, calls out the snubbing that the Oscars did.
You know who was really snubbed in the Oscars?
And actually, I think, didn't Brad Pitt call them out?
Call who out? Who's got snubbed?
Who got snubbed?
No, you know who got snubbed the hardest?
Who got snubbed the hardest?
Oh crap! Now I'm gonna snub him.
Now you're gonna snub him.
Who's the guy who died? From 90210?
I think Luke Perry.
Yeah, Luke Perry freaking died this year. He was in an Oscar-nominated movie, and they snubbed him in the in memoriam.
Also, the guy that was in the Rob Zombie movie.
Sid Haig.
Yeah, Sid Haig.
See, I know Sid Haig better than I know Luke Perry, but Luke Perry was in. What was he in? He was in some Oscar-nominated movie this year. I forget what it was.
Well,
wasn't he in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, maybe?
When Brad Pitt came up, he started out.
I don't know if only some asshole could look up Harry Snub.
Fucking Christ.
We talk about things and you just ignore them. Like an idiot.
Because they're not important.
Brad Pitt.
Thank you. This is incredible. Really incredible. Thank you to the Academy for this honor of honors. They told me I only have 45 seconds up here, which is 45 seconds more than the Senate gave John Bolton this week.
Oh. You wanted to hear this?
I'm thinking maybe Quentin does a movie about it, and in the end, the adults do the right thing.
Yeah, that's not a lot of applause there. He's not getting a lot of... They're like, I think they're scared because of what Ricky Gervais did. You don't think so?
He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So he literally... That was his last film role, was an Oscar-nominated film, and the poor guy couldn't even get an in memoriam. That's very sad. And like you said, Sid Haig, who's a horror movie icon.
Actually, I think they came out and they're like, someone called him out for not putting them in memoriam, and the Oscars came out with some kind of BS excuse where they're like, we look at everything that we're doing. We go over da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, just go out and admit that you were wrong. Just come out and be like, you know what, you're right. We fucked up. We're sorry. And we'll try to do better next time.
Is your laptop plugged in, by the way?
Which one?
Because it says it's only a 21% battery, and we're streaming live.
No.
Whoops-a-doodle. It doesn't look like it's charging either there, buddy.
I mean,
we could just die at any moment.
exactly. I mean, how much more Oscar talk do we have to go anyway?
Why don't you take that cord and plug it into that power strip right there? And we'll get that feed going there. I'm glad you saw that.
I did that from Indonesia.
I'm glad you saw that because we're down to 20.
Yeah, I did that from Indonesia, just in case you were wondering.
Wow.
That was my mind telepathy, my powers.
Telepathically plugging in my laptop so our listeners don't lose the feed.
Yes. I feel like we were going to talk about something else besides the Oscars, no? Were we just like informing people? Or were we reviewing the Oscars? No, because we didn't watch it, so we can't review it.
No.
Yeah, so we're just talking about it, like who won. Do you just have a list of who won, just so you can shoot through that?
We did. We talked about most of them.
Yeah, I mean, Noob's over there texting.
Yes, because he's actually
I'm doing
sexting
research
for your later tonight. Your late night
Oscars
trysts.
2020. Let's go through the useless list.
No, we won't.
Okay.
What do you even? Oh, you know what I wanted to look up? What is an Oscar, by the way?
I don't know.
You have a Google thing in front of you.
Jesus, do I gotta do everything? What
You
is
literally
an Oscar?
haven't done anything.
What is an? I showed up. Is an Oscar?
I thought you were the star of the show.
I
and you're
still
too busy
illuminated
texting.
the fact that Scott hates women, which is important.
That's an important part of the process. Trust the process.
That's just like the same joke that he goes
Why
to over
do they
and
call it
over
just like you
and
keep
over
beating
again.
women over and over again? Naming. The Academy officially adopted the name Oscar for the trophies in 1939. A frequently mentioned originator is Margaret Herrick, the Academy Executive Secretary, who, when she first saw the award in 1931, said the statuette reminded her of Uncle Oscar. Oh, she definitely got touched by Uncle Oscar.
It's because of Oscar the Grouch. Is that
A
what you're saying?
nickname for her cousin, Oscar. Wait, hold on. Her
That's what
uncle
I'm
was her
saying.
cousin?
It's Oscar the Grouch.
I don't understand. So what is the award is actually called it's an Academy Award, and they just nicknamed it the Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. How fascinating. Thanks for that tidbit there.
Yeah, it's not fascinating at all.
No.
The
Not at all.
Academy Awards, more popularly known as the Oscars. Yeah. So that's how it was nicknamed. That's a really boring reason for a nickname. It's like,
Just 'cause
oh,
some lady named it the Oscars.
some lady was touched by her Uncle Oscar, and then so this golden statue reminded her of her molestation.
I assume so. Well, I guess that's what it means. I think we should at least tease the fact that we'll be doing a Harley Quinn episode this weekend. We were
also on a guest podcast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we should talk about that too. We were on a guest podcast, the Sensibly Cynical podcast. Make sure if you get a chance, check it out. It's all three of us partying hard. I think we did that podcast some justice. Did we serve justice?
We had fun with him. What just happened?
That was a lot of fun. We enjoyed that. It goes all over the place. We talk about everything. There's nothing not on the table. What else do we have to talk about? We will have maybe we'll do this again live, and we'll have different subjects. We won't talk about the Oscars anymore. We promise. Just in case that bores you folks. Scott, anything else you want to talk about? You want to play any music, or you slobbering on any other bobs?
Not tonight, I don't think.
You're not slobbering on any bobs? What is that?
That's apparently our audio going out.
No, that's apparently your audio.
That's the podcast.
Oh, that's great.
That's not the podcast.
Dude, I swear, I just got... That's...
Oh, it is the podcast.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Thanks, Scott.
I'm just going home.
all right.
Well, I heard Noob for a second.
It sounds like farting.
Wow. We still haven't fixed the audio issues,
So
folks.
we had audio for a little bit, and that just cut out. So
Be prepared for another Scott apology video.
There we go.
What did it?
I don't know.
How long has
it might
been
be the
farting?
connection. For like, almost the entire episode, I guess.
No, it was working in the beginning. Scott.
It's still doing it. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cut the stream here, and
well, we will talk to y'all.
I guess we'll try it again later, y'all.
We'll try
Thanks.
it again. We love y'all.
See ya.
Goodbye.
What the?